Welcome back to another Persona 5 the animation review. Today is episode 17. I'm Justin.
Ooh, what is up? I'm Logan.
And together we're Couch Talk. As always, Logan is an anime viewer only. I play the games because, I play good games. We're going to discuss the episode and give our scores. Yeah, man. You don't play games.
I play some games.
Not single player games. That doesn't matter to this topic at hand. And I apologize if you hear some yelling and screaming in the background. My roommate is playing Fortnite.
He is playing a game.
If you know Fortnite people, you'll understand. Okay.
All right, let's do this.
We start off this episode with it's the day before the cyber attack that Jed's going to commit. So they're basically on like, oh, we got to complete this palace and save Futaba quick. Akechi's kind of catching onto their trail a little bit as he's there where they sell the treasures and stuff, and he's like following them around still. So
pretty smart guy.
He is smart. That's why he's the second coming of the ace detective or whatever. The other one was younger, so he'll never get as much credit because he's older.
Dang.
Let's see. So yeah, we're at Seijiro's place still with Futaba, and I like how Ryoji's like slips the calling card through the closet door. He's like, "Read this."
Hey kid, take this.
It's like the simplest calling card they ever had to do. They didn't have to post up 1,000 notes. They just had to slip it through a closet door, like, "Read this, please." And she's like one of the very few, like basically the only one we've seen where like when she reads it, it has like an actual effect on her because she's actually able to like communicate with her own shadow, which no one else has been able to do.
I'll say that's a very unique thing that we've seen.
And Seijiro talks a little bit about her mother, Wakaba, and a little bit into what's going on there. But Futaba, of course, gets the meta nav on her phone. And if you get the meta nav, well, we already know you're going to have Persona.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. If you pretty much end up in a palace, you're getting a Persona.
Yeah, and she's also weird because she shows up in her own palace, which even Morgana's like, I have no idea what's going to happen. She's in her own palace. And that's where she's like talking with her shadow, and her shadow's trying to show her the truth of what happened.
I knew there was a misunderstanding. I knew it.
You did?
I was like, there's no way that this mother just straight up, killed herself because of her daughter. But, I mean, what? We learned that it was a... Holy shit. My mind just went blank.
So, yeah, we know she was researching cognitive science.
Right, that's what it's called.
We know the cognitive is like a big thing of like palaces and shadows. And then the men in suits were the ones that read her suicide note, which is kind of just weird in the first place. Like if there was a suicide note, if it was, they would have left it somewhere, not gave it to like a group of strangers, like, go read this.
And then I'd be like, okay, I want that because I can read. So I don't need you reading my mother's suicide note to me.
Well, we have depending on how like young you are and stuff, you're probably.
I mean, true. I mean, I guess that's true. But I feel like that was something you would keep. Well, I guess if it was read to you that you're a piece of shit, you wouldn't want to keep it. So, never mind.
I guess if you wanted to know if your mother actually wrote it or not, because you would know handwriting.
I mean, true.
But yeah, after she's kind of like learning the truth, she awakens her persona, which she's like, she doesn't actually like fight. She's an analyst persona like type, which is in all the personas except for 1 and 2 aren't really Persona games. Persona doesn't become Persona until Persona 3. Because it's a spin-off series. So 1 and 2, they were still working with the spin-offs. It wasn't until 3 where they actually got the whole school down and daily life thing.
Gotcha.
So from 3, 4, and 5, there's always an analyst in the group. But Futaba is like the one you get like the latest in all the games. basically what they do is like they help you show weaknesses of the bad guys, or like
They're like a support.
yeah, like sometimes randomly they'll give your characters like an attack buff during your turn, or like a defense buff, or they restore like your MP and HP after battle sometimes. So that's really what she's there for, and to give the map of like palaces and to like help with that.
Here's the map.
Yeah, basically you can just analyze everything. But to help take down Mother Wakaba, they summon a giant ballista.
Evil mom. Giant.
Dude,
Sorry,
they just
that was my ballista.
nice, man. They hit her with the ballista. She comes down and they combo her out. It'd be weird. And like, turn away, Football. We have to kill your mother over here.
For real, I'd be like, this is awkward. Well, I mean, it's not her mom, you know.
Yeah, but it's
You know.
yeah, it's
But it's still it looks the same, so it's like, yeah, this is awkward. Futaba, please turn around.
She was gonna see her real mother after that, slightly.
Yeah, that was nice.
Saying how they do love each other. She didn't
Right.
want to kill herself.
She came to terms with the whole situation in general.
Yeah. And then, you know, she's like, pretty much just leaves. She's like, I'll take care of Medjed. And then Morgana's disappointed, finds out there's no treasure. No desert treasures,
Aww.
man.
For real, come on.
But
Desert usually have the best treasures.
not this one. It's just empty. Football was the treasure herself. Just a new teammate.
Wow.
Hey, that's what Morgana basically says, okay? And of course, Futaba, who's not used to anything like physical or doing too much of anything really besides sitting on a computer, just
Right.
fully exhausted, passed out.
Straight up. All right, time to sleep for a long ass time.
Seidra was like, oh, it's normal. It happens every so often. She just wears herself out and she has to sleep for a while. And then he, talks with them about the research a bit and how cognitive science, all that, how it's going to come into play. And then, we go to present day with Najima for a little bit, and she's like, all right, this is crazy. There's a lot happening here.
For real.
It's like if somebody's telling you this whole story, I'd be like, it's got to be all a lie. Like, what the hell?
I'd be like, this person's just crazy.
It's like super delusional. This little kid's
talking about going into people's palaces, fighting. What?
It's you used a ballista.
Yeah, like what? A talking cat?
Yeah, and that's where she lines up with like the time frame of when Wakaba died and like when those people started having like those episodes where they went like completely brain dead and stuff, like the subway driver and all that stuff. People doing weird stuff and just not having a mind.
Yeah.
So obviously some importance there in that research.
Right.
And then, we get the little drop that Futaba was the founder of Medjed. As in, she was Medjed. When Medjed was good, that was her. And then people started using that name.
Right.
And it was like, you know what? I'm going to go by Alibaba now. And so, because of that, she was able to take down Medjed super easily.
Come on, other hackers.
Yeah.
You gotta step up your game. You can't just be mooching off someone else's success like that.
Exactly. And then put shame to the name. Come on.
Right.
We all got, just take it down. Phantom Thieves come out ahead. The country's not going to come after them. They're going to be like, damn, these Phantom Thieves are powerful.
Yeah, now they're going to be cooler. But,
Yeah. That is the episode.
Yeah. Well, I also thought it was interesting that Futaba said she thinks someone murdered her mom instead of, it being a suicide. Which would make sense since she was researching important stuff. But who did it?
We'll find out sometime.
I mean, I'll find out.
True. But yeah, that's the episode.
Woo!
Jump into scores.
Sure. I'll give it a 7.5. I enjoyed it. Always fun to have a new member of the team. I like this whole palace in general, or this whole situation. This whole changing of heart was just like unique in general. Everything about it was like different from the previous one, which was nice. I do like the whole little mystery they added with the whole research stuff and like, oh, someone's was out to get it possibly, or someone's using it for something, and it's like, ooh, so now we have something else that like could become issues. But yeah, it was enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I do think so far in the anime they've done like Furuba's story the best, I think, so far. So
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much to jump in there. Not too much to jump in there.
They did good.
They did well.
They did well.
Yeah, man, proper English here. What does it?
So that means it's time. Spiel time.
As always, if you don't want to be hacked, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell down below, be notified every time we upload. Comment down below, let us know what you thought of this episode, what you did, didn't like, what you score it, anything like that. Again, no spoilers for anime viewers only. Stream at twitch.tv, links in the description below on social media. And until next time, peace out.
See ya.